Did you know that during the churning of the ksheerasagara, Vishnu wanted to do a puja to Shiva before distributing the amrita? But you can't do a puja to Shiva without Parvati. So Vishnu took out his ornaments or abharana and placed it next to Shiva. And from that, Abhirami emerged. And Vishnu did the puja to the two of them. And after that, he began distributing amrita to everybody. This is why Parvati is often considered as the sister or sahodari of Vishnu. Now, during the distribution of the amrita, the devas began to consume it greedily without first offering it to Ganesha. This offended Ganesha and he took the pot away and hid it. When he was doing this, a drop of amrita fell on earth and became a Swayambhu Shivalinga. And this Shivalinga is called Amritaghateshwarar, or he who emerged from a pot. To recover the pot, the devas prayed to Shiva, who agreed to intercede on their behalf and got the pot from Ganesha. Since this pot was recovered after the churning of the ksheerasagara, the place where the recovery happened is called Thirukkadayur. Thiru means auspicious place. Kadayur means where the churning happened. In this temple, Ganesha is shown with a pot in his hand and he is called Kalla Varana Ganesha. Kallan in Tamil means thief because he secretly took the pot and hid it. This temple is in a town called Thirkkadayur, which is about 21 kilometers from Mayiladuthurai in Tamil Nadu, and is one of the few temples where worship has been conducted in all the 4 yugas. Another reason why Thirukkadayur is a punya kshetram is on account of Sage Markandeya. Sage Markandeya's parents, Sage Markandu and his wife Manasvini, were great devotees of Shiva. They wanted a child and they prayed to Shiva for a child. Shiva appeared before them and gave them 2 options. He asked, "Do you want a perfect child who will live only 16 years, or do you want 1,000 average children?" Sage Markandu and Manasvini opted for one perfect child, and over time, Sage Markandeya was born. Since this event occurred in a grove of bilva trees in the town of Thirukkadayur, Shiva at Thirukkadayur is also called Vilvanadar, or he who sits in a forest of bilva trees. At 15, Brahma taught Markandeya the Mahamrityunjaya Japa. At 16, when his time came, the Yamadutas came to take away his soul. But Markandeya clung to the Shivalingam and refused to let go. The tejas of Markandeya was so high that no one could approach him, and in the end, Yama himself had to come. When pleading and persuasion did not work, Yama threw his noose at Markandeya. But the noose not only fell over Markandeya, it also fell over the Shivalingam. And when Yama yanked the noose, it yanked the Shivalingam also. An enraged Shiva emerged from the lingam. He kicked Yama in the chest and impaled him with his Trishulam. All the devas were appalled at this development. They blessed Markandeya with eternal life. But they also beseeched Shiva to spare Yama because the cycle of birth and death could not be interrupted. So Shiva touched Yama with his foot, reviving him. This is why Shiva at Thirukkadayur is also called Kalantaka, or he who transcends time, because Kala means time, Anta means end. So Shiva at Thirukkadayur is called he who has conquered time and death. The Thirukkadayur temple has a 46 meters, 11-story high Rajagopuram. It is built on 11 acres of land which was donated by the medieval Cholas Rajaraja I, Rajendra, Rajadiraja, Kulotunga Raja and Rajaraja II of the Chola dynasties around 1050 AD. The Moola Vigraha or Moola Shiva is Amritaghateshwarar, and the Utsava Shiva is called Kala Samhara Murti. His consort is Abhirami, who is also called Guhambika because she sits with her son Kartikeya on her right lap. Needless to say, the Sthala Vriksham or the tree is the Bilva tree. There is also a shrine for Abhirama-Bhattar, who lived around 1700 AD and composed the famous Abhirami-Andhadhi poem. One day, the Maratha king Sarfoji I, observing Subramanya Iyer in deep samadhi, asked him what day it was. Subramanya Iyer replied that it was a full moon day when it was actually a no moon day or Amavasya. A furious Raja ordered that Subramanya Iyer should be burnt at the stake. So when he was tied to the stake, Subramanya Iyer began composing the Abhirami-Andhadhi poem. Andhadhi is a form of Tamil poetry where the last word of every stanza is the starting word of the next stanza. When he reached the 79th hymn, Mother appeared and threw her tatangam or earring, illuminating the sky. The Raja realized his mistake and the greatness of Subramanya Iyer, and after this he granted him the title Abhirama-Bhattar. This happened on the new moon day of Paushya month or Thai in Tamil, which corresponds with January-February. The other main festivals here are the 18-day Yamasamharam festival in April-May, Navaratri and others. So make it a point to visit this powerful temple and imbibe the incredible consciousness of Bharat.
Subscribe now for more epic history and hit the bell icon so that you never miss a legendary story. What historical event would you like us to cover next? Drop your suggestions in the comments.